Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Sandy Alcantara. What do you look for here? All right, ready to get underway. J.J. Weatherholt getting ready to hit. And we're off.
Why will you give me a chance? Bring me a cold bottle of water.
Hello, happy Friday.
What's up, Dan?
Rolling in Miami. Ground ball up the middle. Lopez gets it to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's a Cardinals lineup now. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Ball one, no strikes. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
In plenty of time to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action. Two gone. Two outs, base is empty. Alec Burleson now at the plate. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the back here in Miami. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Kyle Leahy. What should we keep an eye on here? Digging in, Xavier Edwards.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Strike two. That one ripped right center field. And this one looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll make it safely for a leadoff double in the bottom of the first.
Back against the wall with two strikes, but found a way. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Check swing. He held up. And that is ball one. The shortstop takes the ball. And a curve is down and in. No outs. Runner on second. Line drive. Base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. He'll score. And it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. This one in the air, center field. Church under this one. He makes the grab. Kyle Stowers, the next to hit. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two. And a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Tap foul at the plate.
Ball one.
The tag, and he's out at second. Runner at third, 2 away. Right side, Weatherholt. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Top of the second, now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Jordan Walker. That's a laser base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. And the Cardinals have the lead now. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time, and that is bad, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
1 away. And now here is Jimmy Crooks. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Slings to first in time. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And they get the out. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. Bottom of the second. And now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Jordan. Zips it across. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
The right fielder, Owen Casey.
In the air, left field. Newt Barr on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. Javier Sanoja in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. That clips the corner.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
On the ground. Oh, he gloves it to his knee. The throw. Nicely done for the out. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nathan Church. On the ground to first, Norby. Throws to first in time. 1 pitch and 1 out. Yo 1. Out to short. Sends it to first. Just got him on that one. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Swing and a miss.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Joe Matt. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Fouled off left side. 0-2 now. Got him. 1 out.
Not a great curveball there at all, but clearly he wasn't looking for it because it just dropped right into the happy zone. And it
Good evening.
to me the swing was a little bit late.
What's up, Trey?
Tells me he gave up on it early and then just tried to have that emergency hack at the last second.
Where you been at, Trey?
On the ground to first, Burleson. He'll do it himself, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Lopez batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Pitch misses there. Ball one. In the air, left field. And that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Alec Burleson.
God.
How you been, man?
I'm good.
I just
Good
love
night.
watching Alcantara get ready for games, Boog. He
I
turns
see
into
your
a
Warriors
different
making
person,
to the
just
finals.
usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
Handles, throws to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that's a one-out single. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at-bat.
Runner on the move. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. No chance of the double play with the runner in motion. This one in the air, right field. Oh, he can't hang on. Here comes Walker, and he scores. The throw in. The throw comes in too late, and they get a run at home.
Well, that right there is a pretty clear example of why making a clean, on-target throw back into the infield is so critical, but so many times it's easily overlooked. You can't be careless about it as an outfielder. Doesn't matter if you're throwing to a base or a cutoff, you have to give them something that they can handle. That cost them a run as a result.
Man on second, two down. Out to short, Lopez. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Bottom 4. Now here's the Marlins DH, Christopher Morel. No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot. And immediately pumps in a strike.
Do you remember starting lineup figures back in the late 80s/90s?
You start to expect a big inning.
Some of them.
Nobody on,
Some
nobody
of 'em.
out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Set down on strikes.
That was dope,
And that's
too.
the
I remember
first
that.
out.
That was
Nice
dope.
recovery after giving up the homer. Norby batting with one down, takes a strike. Oh,
Gun
look
him,
at the
gun him,
stop.
gun him.
Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base. Ground ball right side. And foul ball. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in.
I sold most of them, but I still have a Nolan Ryan collector piece, as well as of Cal Ripken.
Drilled
Man,
out
don't let
towards
go of
left
them.
center
That's
field.
gonna be
That's
worth
well
some
struck.
money,
That
man.
one carrying.
That's gonna be
Outta
worth some money.
here.
Love to see a hitter
Wow,
aggressive
you got
on the
Nolan Ryan
first
one?
pitch of an
That's
at-bat.
gonna
You
be worth a
watch
lot
him
of
from
money.
the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're
Keep
ready
that.
to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 down. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now it's the second baseman, J.J. Weatherholt. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. On the ground to the left, Lopez. The throw to first. Got him.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
And that one hammered. And that one is off the wall. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order. Now up for St. Louis, Alec Burleson. Swings and misses. 0-1. Burleson in his 4th year, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. A sliding stop to first. And that's a great play for the out. St. Louis tacks on one with a homer. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Marlins, Javier Sanoja.
You know, these Marlins being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
On the ground right side. And he just beats him to the bag, gets the out. He wins the foot race there.
The catcher,
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
I just think it's time to show a little more fight in these at-bats. Too many times they're letting good pitches go by and then ending up behind in the count where it's tough to have much success.
This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards will hit next.
Ball.
And a bunt towards third. Jordan slings it across. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one.
Now pitching for
The
the
pitcher
Marlins,
on here,
number
Tyler
55.
Zuber.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And first offering is fouled off.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one. Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 up, 1 down.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So up next, Lars Nootbaar, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Hit on the ground might be 2. Here's Edwards for 1. On to first, double play. Bottom of the 6th. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez.
Ball 1.
On the ground to third. Over to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to get.
Weatherhold sends it to first. And there are two outs. Strike one. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The Marlins with the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Calvin Fauché. And now the Cardinals catcher, Jimmy Crooks. Swings through that one for strike one. Miami's bullpen with some action. John King, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Gibson warming up as well. Oh, look at this. Over to first. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy in the mound.
That one fouled off. On the ground, out to short. To first, and two away to start the seventh. Two outs, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Nathan Church. Well struck, right field. And that should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
He's got it. And that is back here in Miami. And now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy. There's a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. That smash towards center. Reaching for it and brings it in. Here comes the skipper. And pitching change here, Matt Swanson.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings to first, and that is out number 2.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And that one, that's down. Cutting but missing down low. Up the middle, Weatherholt. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the Cardinal DH, Ivan Herrera. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He beats the throw, and they don't get the out. Swing and a ball popped in the air. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases all loaded up. Mason Wynn getting ready to hit. Golden opportunity right here. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1. Ow! The double play ends the inning and might have. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Joe Maddie.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
Late swing, foul to the left. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. And the sweeper misses for a ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Out towards right center field. Walker on the move to the alley. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Bounce to the right. Burleson. He steps on the bag, and there's 2 down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And that is that.
For the Marlins,
we're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, John King.
Well, I got to think he probably has a little extra in the tank facing his former team, and there's not a player in the league that doesn't get a little extra motivation when he plays against his old squad.
Popped in the air, left field, and there's one away. Blaze Jordan now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. Got him. 2 out. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. That one ripped, but foul. Oh, and 2 now. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Back to the top of the order. Now up for St. Louis, J.J. Weatherholt. Getting another chance at his debut here. He's 0 for 4.
Yeah, probably a little anxious to do something positive right here. You just can't try to do too much.
Step off throw to first. And he dives back in safely. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in Miami, and now here's the Marlins DH, Christopher Morel. Sweeper connects with the outside part of the plate for a strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Always fun to see a double rip down the line. That one just barely stayed fair. So that was a good call by the umpire. He was all over it.
He's got it. One away. To third. And he makes it up to third with one away. So digging in, Connor Norby. Right through there for a strike. The Redbirds trying to close out a 2-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Now he's challenging the called strike. Going to count 1-2. Out to short. Win. Gets it to first. But they call it to one as the run comes in. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. This could end it. And that one a little below the knees. And it's 2-2. In the air, left field. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals hold on to win a tight one as this one ends.